Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that affects all of us, even if it seems a world away. What happens when big leadership changes occur in major organizations and governments? It's not just a news headline. It has real, tangible impacts on our daily lives. Think about it. Whenever a new leader steps into a high-level position, whether it's a CEO, a government official, or the head of a large agency, their first move is often to signal a change in direction. They talk about streamlining operations, cutting costs, and improving efficiency. On the surface, who wouldn't want that? A more efficient system sounds fantastic. But the reality is often far more complicated, especially when these systems are responsible for essential services. We rely on things like retirement benefits, healthcare programs, social security, and community support networks. These aren't just abstract concepts, they are lifelines for millions. When a new administration promises massive savings by overhauling these programs, the first question we should ask is, what does that actually mean for the people who depend on them? Often, these efficiency drives translate into budget cuts, staff reductions, and the consolidation of offices. The goal might be to save taxpayer money, but the unintended consequences can create serious hurdles for the very people the system is supposed to serve. Let's look at a concrete example. Imagine a large government agency that manages pension funds for retired public servants. A new leader comes in with a mandate to cut the budget by 20%. To achieve this, they might decide to close several regional offices and centralize operations in one major hub. They might also lay off a significant number of administrative staff and invest in a new, automated online portal, promising that technology will make everything faster and cheaper. In theory, this sounds logical, but what happens in practice? Suddenly, the remaining offices are flooded with calls and paperwork, and the staff are completely overwhelmed. The brand new website, rushed into service, is riddled with bugs and keeps crashing. Seniors who are tech-savvy and used to get in-person help at their local office now have to navigate a confusing automated phone system or a glitchy website. The wait time to speak to a real person goes from a few minutes to several hours. A simple question about a pension payment now takes weeks to resolve instead of days. This isn't just a hypothetical scenario. We see versions of this play out time and time again. The waste that was cut wasn't just fat. It was the system's capacity to handle the complex, human needs of its users. The people left behind in this push for efficiency are often the most vulnerable: seniors on fixed incomes, families facing financial hardship, and individuals with disabilities who need consistent support. For them, a delayed payment or an inaccessible service isn't just an inconvenience, it can be a genuine crisis. This brings us to a fundamental debate. Should large public systems be run like for-profit businesses? The business world is driven by the bottom line, profit margins, and shareholder value. Efficiency is king, but public services have a different mandate. Their shareholders are the public, and their profit is societal well-being. The goal isn't to make money, but to provide reliable and accessible support to everyone, especially those who need it most. When we apply a purely business-centric model to public services, we risk losing sight of the human element. People aren't just numbers on a spreadsheet or data points in an algorithm. They have unique circumstances, complex problems, and sometimes they just need to talk to another human being who can listen and help. A system optimized solely for cost-cutting can become rigid, impersonal, and ultimately ineffective at its core mission. So, what's the solution? It's not about rejecting efficiency entirely. Of course, we want our public systems to be responsible with their resources. The key is to find a balance. Reforms need to be thoughtful, gradual, and most importantly, human-centered. Before implementing sweeping changes, leaders should conduct thorough impact assessments. How will this affect wait times? What's the plan for people who aren't comfortable with technology? Is there enough staff to handle the transition without causing massive disruptions? This is where we, as citizens, come in. It's crucial to stay informed and engaged. When you hear about a major overhaul of a public service, look beyond the sound bites about saving money, ask the tough questions. Reach out to your representatives and let them know that while you support responsible spending, you also demand that essential services remain accessible and effective. On a personal level, there are proactive steps you can take to protect yourself during these times of transition. Make sure all your personal records with these agencies are completely up to date. If you have retirement or savings plans, review them regularly and understand how they work. It is also wise to have a small emergency fund or a backup plan in case of unexpected delays in payments or services. Being prepared can give you a crucial buffer and peace of mind when systems become unpredictable. Ultimately, building a better society means creating systems that are both efficient and compassionate. It means recognizing that true efficiency isn't just about cutting costs. It's about delivering the right support to the right people at the right time. Reform should be carried out with a scalpel, not a sledgehammer, always keeping in mind the real people whose lives will be affected. I'm really curious to hear what you think about this. Do you believe that public services should prioritize business-like efficiency, or is the human-centered approach more important? Let's get a real conversation going in the comments below. Your experiences and perspectives are so valuable. If you found this discussion insightful, please hit that like button and consider sharing this video with friends or family who might also be thinking about these issues. The more we all understand the bigger picture, the better equipped we are to advocate for the kind of society we want to live in. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the topics that shape our world. Stay informed, stay prepared, and take care. I'll see you in the next one.